This script invites us to contemplate that journey toward hope. The first moment, the encounter of Moses with God at the burning bush. There, God declares, I have heard the cry of my people. Moses is called and sent to liberate them, confronting Pharaoh with the bold demand, let my people go. The second moment, the covenant at Sinai, where God's election of Israel is sealed. The 10 Commandments are given, and the journey toward hope reaches a decisive milestone, a horizon of promise and fidelity. The third moment, the vision from Mount Nebo, where Moses beholds a foretaste of the promised land in the same way the prophets offer us glimpses of the promised Savior, the true land of fulfillment. The fourth and fullest moment, the stable in Bethlehem, where Mary and Joseph welcome hope made flesh, the infant Jesus, Emmanuel, God with us. This Christmas, a star of hope is born for us anew. In times of great uncertainty, when futures seem lost or fragile, let us embrace this hope. Hope empowers us to dream again, to live fully as joyful human beings. Jesus, as God with us, will lead us through dark and stormy sides of our life. The crib reminds us this through the scene of calming of the sea. We need no permission to be truly human, to love, to care, and to walk together naturally. It's just that we have to be human, and we will increase the gradient of hope in our society. The scene of Jesus calming the sea in our crib drives home the message that God is with us in the storms of our life. His presence sparks hope in our dark, deserted moments where we can draw strength and can walk with confidence into the challenges of life. May this hope be enlarged in us and flow through us to the world. Merry Christmas! Blessed Christmas! Happy Christmas!
In 2017, we went to the Holy Land. From there, I got the inspiration. And the same year I did, and I got the first place. I was working on it for the last 6 months. It was in July. I started June, July. I referred many books, Google. Then I started those mountains, those of paper, newspaper. 3-4 days I did, and then I stopped. And again in October I started again, rest everything. But the main trip I started on 19th December. I keep collecting wood. These are all last year. That is of paper. Those camels are from Suez Canal, Egypt. Rest everything, pebbles and all I had. So that was my main attraction. Mount Sinai and Sea of Galilee. So it rotates first the burning bush, and then on the same mountain, the second episode was 10 Commandments. So I had to rotate it.
So your son helps you to do all the
yes,
background.
everything.
Okay.
Lighting, sound, everything. Those stars on top, he did.
I think it just spoke to our hearts actually. So as we neared, we heard this, there's something interesting over here and it's something different. It kind of brought memories when we went to Israel. We've also been on Mount Sinai. So it just brought back those memories of seeing how real the Bible comes back to life when we have these kind of things, And I like the scriptures also that are put over here. It just speaks to your heart. It says that I will remove the heart of stone and put in you a new heart. And that is what is the message of Christmas, renewing your hearts and putting back the true meaning of Christmas in our hearts and carrying it forward for the new year.
The main message of this crib is hope, and the scene of the calming of the sea just speaks to us. It doesn't matter how difficult the situation is.
The first thing for me was how the tradition, of this crib making is kept alive to this father and son duo. So it's very nice of them to take the trouble to make it first and foremost, and there's so much of effort that's put into it. And they have kept up to the theme of the synodal year. and all the messages throughout. And it's also coming back to what I said, it's a tradition that's dying in many homes, in many villages. And I hope that this crib at some point inspires everyone, not only who comes to see it for the message, but as a collective effort of this family. So it's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful thing to see and to experience. Also, what I liked, like personally, was the design of the whole crib. At various points, different parts light up and then the whole light up together. So all of that was very well thought of, I think. And the messages that were put there, each one can take home something from there, whatever resonates most with them. So I think that also is very beautiful about the crib.
God hoping in humans and humans hoping in God is beautifully portrayed in this crib and also articulated beautifully with the commentary as a background, how in the highlights of this journey we can see from the moment Moses encounters God in the burning bush and gets the mission to set his people free, and the giving of the 10 Commandments ratifies this God and human relationship, as well as we can see how Moses then sees the promised land that will give us Jesus, our Savior. It is truly inspiring to go home while I see Jesus' hope born for us. That will live with me in my personal life when I suffer, when I have crisis, when I have challenges. Jesus is there to calm the sea so that I can happily continue living with my lives and struggles. God bless everybody.
At the very outset, I would like to congratulate Armstrong for this remarkable venture and all those who has helped him to do this beautiful crib, which is so meaningful. The storyline, the elements, natural elements in it are so mind-blowing, I will say. It's really something which is faith-inspired, and surely this will enrich a lot of people who come over here. They will get a Jerusalem experience, the experience of God's love for each one of us. And as we journey, as we move out, they shall carry this message and live in love and harmony.
आयज किरीत भाशेन ह्या गोट्याशी आमच्या आर्मस्ट्रॉंग बाब वर्साच्या वर्सा ती दाखोवन करता. आनी अंदूच्या वर्सा ताणें बरो विशय वेंचून काडला तेन्ना सिनेडॅलिटी हें उतर आमच्या कोवीड सभेन खूब आमकां आयकूंक येता. होच विशय मनान दवरून ताणें आख्खो गोटो टीम तयार केला आनी एकदम बरे भशेन ताणें येवजण कसो जेजू क्रिस्ताक आमच्या सगळ्यांचें रडणें आयकून जेजू क्रिस्त संवसारान येता आनी मोजेसा कडल्यान सुरू करून एके भशेन हो जेजू क्रिस्त ताची वाट तयार जाता तें दाखोवन दिलां. आनी शेवटी जेजू क्रिस्त मनशाच्या काळजांत जिवितान येतात ती मोळां तोंडावंक आयला तें बी जेजू क्रिस्ताची खरीत भशेन एक मिलाग्र कशी मोड तोंडायता ती दाखोवन दिला. म्हणटच ताका आयज सभे माजार हांव शाबासकी दिवंक सोदता. हें तितलें सोंपें काम न्ही, बरें एकमतीचें, क्रिएटिविटी जाय, पासियन्स जाय, टायम काडूंक जाय, रिसोर्सफुलनेस जाय, हें सगळें ताणें केलें. म्हाका दिसता बरेंच देवाच्या मोगाक लागून. हातूंत दुबाव ना. म्हणटच फुडले फावटी ताका बरो येस हांव येता आनी देवाचो आशिर्वाद आमी ताचेर खरीत भशेन मागता.